The bleached hair is coming back. Welcome to the start of my hair journey where I go from black to blonde. Now this is going to be an interesting process, which is why I wanted to take you guys along with me. Now a little bit of background on my hair. As you guys know, I had a baby last year and it definitely changed my lifestyle, including my hair. I did not have the time to upkeep bleached and coloured hair. I didn't have time to go to the salon and I certainly did not have time to colour my hair myself at home. And that is why I dyed my hair black. It was a big bold choice I made, but I'm so glad I made it because number one, it's been fun having just a normal shade of hair colour and I feel like black suited my vibe. It's been so easy to maintain for me at home. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been missing a little bit of the coloured hair life. So she's coming back. Now you might have seen me share a few videos already of this process. I've been to see a colourist and I've had a test strand done. Thank God I did that, by the way, because she tested the underneath and the top of my hair, and the top of my hair, we can't touch that. But the underneath can definitely be bleached again. So the plan is, if you remember my old hair colour where it was red on top and then black sections underneath, we're going to be doing a reverse of that. So I'm going to be keeping some of the black, but then the black underneath here, it's going to go. It's going to be bleached and we're going to choose a colour. Now, it's not going to be the best base after one bleaching session. I've been box dyeing it with a semi-permanent black hair dye for the last year and a half. So I know my hair's going to take a few bleaching sessions to really get it to a good base for vivid hair colours. But I don't want rubbish hair waiting for that process to happen. So I'm going to be using vivid colours after this first bleaching session. But ultimately, I'm not going to get like the perfect results that I would have got on my old hair, which was level 10. So this is what I mean. It's going to be a process for me to really get back to those vibrant, bright, vivid colours that I've loved having on my hair in the past. I'm kind of hoping though it's only going to take maybe 2 bleach sessions. My hair appointment is tomorrow. I'm so excited. I've been doing a lot of prep to my hair over the last 6 weeks whilst I've been waiting for my appointment. So I've actually posted a video on what I've been doing just in case any of you are interested. I share the routine that I've been doing, all of the products that I've been using and treatments, because I know bleach is damaging. So I've really wanted to kind of prep my hair ready for what it's going to go through tomorrow. So yeah, this video is going to be all about the bleach transformation that is going to be happening tomorrow. I'm going to be taking you with me. I'm going to be chatting you through the entire process of what is going to happen to my hair and the results. So yeah, I'm excited and I'm nervous. The bleached hair is coming back, guys. I cannot believe I'm finally here. I'm in the salon chair and I'm about to get my hair bleached. First things first, hair prep. My stylist prepped my hair with K18. This is their molecular repair hair mist and it's sprayed onto dry hair before a lightening treatment. It helps strengthen the cuticle and it just helps protect the hair from damage from the bleach. If you're planning on going to a salon to get your hair bleached, please check that they're using K18 on your hair. I highly recommend it. It's honestly a product that has helped me have bleached hair over the years. And then after that, we got onto sectioning. As you can see, this is how my stylist sectioned my hair. If you remember my old hair, I had my sectioning in like a star shape. So she recreated that again for me. But obviously, as I said, we're doing a reverse. So in she goes with the black hair dye on the top section, which is like the star on top of my head. Before, this section was the bleach section that was then red. She's going in with a demi-permanent black dye. Now, I left my hair for weeks. I did not colour it for weeks. So it had gone a little bit patchy. A bit of the old bleach red had started to come through. So she was just topping it up and making sure it was a nice crisp black colour. And now onto the bleach. Oh my God, I cannot believe that I'm actually getting bleach put on my hair. It's just crazy. It's been a long time. Now, when mixing the bleach, she actually popped in these like toner drops. I'd never seen it before. So you can like tone the bleach into kind of like what shade of bleach that you want. So a lot of the time you might see like a blue shade of bleach. She went for like a violety hued shade of bleach to help kind of tone the hair as she was bleaching it. It was really cool. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, why the hell did she go in straight with bleach? Why did she not use a colour remover? I asked the same question and she explained it to me so well. So I'm going to try and recall what she said, but basically in a nutshell, colour removers shrink the colour hair molecules in your hair, and then basically you rinse your hair a ton, and I mean a ton, and then those molecules just get rinsed away. My stylist doesn't like using colour removers because she feels that she can't really see what is happening to the hair, and where it shrinks the molecules, it can sometimes shrink them more in some areas than others, and it can be really inconsistent. Now compared to bleach, she knows exactly where she's putting the bleach on my hair. So she feels like she's got more control over what she is doing to my hair, and she can see exactly what the bleach is doing as it's doing its thing, if that makes sense. Obviously, I trust her opinion, and so I was happy to just go in straight with bleach over the top of my hair. The percentage of bleach she used was 4.8, so it was super gentle. And yeah, I mean, as you can see, this is the result. She rinsed it out, shampooed it, and then went straight in with the 4-minute K18 treatment mask. I have raved about this treatment mask for years. Trust me, if you've got bleached hair, damaged hair, use it. It is incredible. Now, this was a point where we had a bit of decision making to do. We could either leave my hair like this, or my stylist could go back in with a gentle bleach bath on the very ends of my hair to see if she could lighten them a bit more. I decided to stick with this. I was not willing to risk my hair. I would much rather hold off, give my hair some breathing space, and then go in with another round of lightening and bleach in a few months' time. So instead, we finished off with a trim. She's back bleached. Now, I know it's not fully bleached, but as I said, this is going to be a process and a journey. And honestly, this is the reality of black box dye hair. I wanted to be real with you. And I kind of want to say that I'm rocking this. I am rocking this. I'm calling it burnt caramel. This is going to be the new trend. I'm rocking the new trend. Burnt caramel. The girls that have got black box dyed hair that want to go bleached, we might just have to be in our burnt caramel era for a bit, and that is okay. I actually kind of like it. I feel like it looks cool. What do you guys think? I can't quite see what it looks under this light, but I've taken some videos on my iPhone, so I will pop those in to show you a bit of a 360, show you what the underneath looks like. It's actually lifted a lot more than I thought it would. Now, we looked at a shade chart, and I would say the underneath, like the bottom bits, lifted to about a 6.5. Obviously, this is like your level 10 up here. This is like the perfect hair. I'm like a walking shade matcher, because this is like the perfect hair to show you guys. Like up here, virgin hair. Look how bright we are, level 10. And then as you work down, you can kind of see the transition of up here in this block was where I have probably the last year and a half where I have just been semi-permanent dyeing. Well, I say semi-permanent. All those black box dyes that you get in the supermarket, they are a demi-permanent. A semi-permanent colour is like your crazy colour dyes that is just depositing colour on top of your hair. If you've got to mix anything, I don't know how they get away with it, but it is a demi-permanent. It's going to be opening up your hair cuticle and locking some of that colour in. So, I say semi-permanent. It's a demi-permanent. So here, demi-permanent, but only my roots. So you can see it's lifted quite well, but then as we kind of work our way down to the ends of my hair, the difference there on the very ends, these ends were demi-permanent dyed over the top quite a few times. Now, if you remember my old hair, it was red on top and black on the sections underneath. Now, where all these bleach sections are, it was black there. And I can't even remember when I started doing that, but it was probably 2023 maybe. So like for a good 3 years maybe, all of these sections where the bleached is now was demi-permanent black, and we were going over that because we were covering old bleach, which I think was red at that point. Yeah, it was red. So that's why the very ends haven't lifted as well as the top part. But obviously where I've only been doing my roots with the demi-permanent black once, so all of these little sections, it's like lifted to, I don't know, like it's lifted fairly well. I reckon one more lightening section here and we'll probably be up to like level 9, 10. The ends might take another 2 lightening sessions, I reckon. But I decided to leave it like this because, number one, I did not want to put any more bleach in my hair. Now, the stylist said she could have done a little bit of lightening again on the very ends, but do you know what? I'm not risking it. I am not risking it. Go ahead if you want to bleach your hair like 6 times to get it blonde, but that is not what I'm doing. That is not what I'm about. I want to take care of my hair. I want to keep the length. If you are happy to forget about the length of your hair, then, you know, go for it. Do what you want to do, but I want to keep the length of my hair. I want to keep the health of my hair. So this is a slow process. So I'm not going to go back and get it bleached probably for another 8 to 10 weeks. I'm going to wait for my roots to grow out. And then when they get redone, obviously this little section of root's going to move down. It's just a process. It's going to be a process. But I'm hoping probably another 2 times of lightening the bottom. And we're going to get somewhere closer up here. But yeah, as I said, it's a process, it's a journey. But this is the result of one bleaching session. And I'm happy with it. I think I could rock it. I think it looks cool with the black. But I'm not rocking it for that long though, because you guys know I'm going back to the vivid colours. And I'm so excited because I'm actually going to be working with one of my favourite hair dye brands on the colour transformation. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, this is not the most ideal base for a vivid colour. This up here is your most ideal base. But I really wanted to show you guys that you can still have vivid hair colour even if you are going through a long process and a bit of a journey from black box dyed hair. So yeah, this is just the reality of black box dye. It does not mean you cannot go to the bleach side. It just means that it's going to be a bit of a process, especially if you want to look after your hair and keep the length of your hair. So I am rocking the burnt caramel for now, and then I'm going to be vivid colouring it very, very soon. So yeah, stay tuned. I think I know what colour I'm going to go now. And I'm excited to see what it looks like. But another reason why I kind of left it like this, my stylist said she could have toned the top of the roots here to kind of match the shade that's kind of going on down here. But I wanted to leave it because I thought it's going to be really cool because it's such a natural ombre. Like I don't have any banding. I don't have any patches. It's actually just like bleached in such a beautiful fade. Like a natural fade. So I feel like I should keep that and work with that and not get rid of it. So yeah, and also I didn't really want to put anything else on my hair at that point. I was just happy to just one bit of bleach and yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited to be back to the coloured hair life, to be back to the bleached life. I feel like already I'm like, it's like sparked something inside of me, you know. And I was a bit worried that I was not gonna like it, and because I got so used to the black. But honestly, I'm so excited to like really start playing around with colour again. And I know obviously I'm gonna have to be patient, but I will get my hair back to a light point in a few months' time. And yeah, then the exciting stuff can happen because I can like really experiment some more and stuff. But yeah, I love the placement. I love it. It's really cool. I'm still happy that I've got a bit of black in there as well. But also I do kind of have a few ideas for this black section maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see. But stay tuned for the vivid colour. And I'm very, very excited to be working with one of my favourite hair dye brands on that. And also, I'm so excited to be DIY colouring my hair at home. I could have got the stylist to do it in the salon, but I kind of want to go back to like my Sophie Hannah roots and do a little DIY at home with you guys. So yeah, the colour's coming soon.